Don't stop bringing in what you know about Michael to defend this movie.
This shit in this movie that they tried to have painted the narrative that Joe was a great father and he was this man and he was not a great father.
Maybe he was.
His other and he really made sure that.
But he pushed him hard.
Yeah, but
abusive at times.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, I don't have anything. I don't know what to say about that because I wasn't there. But all I do know.
What's up?
Bullshit.
That's
a narrative like a motherfucker. That's a narrative like a motherfucker. That is bull fucking shit.
Crazy.
What's up? This is Method Man right here. Yes, I have a mask on because I care. Welcome to Jody's Corner.
Narratives were being told in this thing that didn't align up with reality or even the knowledge that I knew or most general audiences know about Michael. And it was like, okay, well, fine. As long as the important stuff is figured out and as long as the little details that we don't know are talked about, none of that happens. So some of the things that people thought they were going to get in this movie, like fans, they're not going to get, but they'll get like the entertainment value stuff. Joe Jackson is one of the best fathers in Hollywood, bro.
Cap.
Huh?
Cap.
We're talking about the movie. We're not talking about real life, man. We're having a discussion about the Michael movie. And Joe Jackson, just because he whipped his
exaggeration is real.
Huh?
Exaggeration is real. There's a lot of exaggeration in this movie.
What exaggeration was done with Joe Jackson?
Everything.
Oh, you're one of those type of people. Okay. Give me a list of everything.
Well, I mean, if I give a list, I'm spoiling. But.
Okay, so I guess I'll continue saying what I was saying. So you want to interrupt and not say why you interrupted, right?
I mean.
Right? All right, I'll just keep going. You're trash. Joe Jackson was a good father in this movie. He was not the monstrous, evil, dictating dad that most of the people thought that he was.
Which is bullshit.
He took care of his family. He whooped them when they were kids. Not they.
Him?
He whooped Michael when he was a kid.
Michael was the only one.
With a belt on the butt. Now, I understand how parents in 2026 might call that abusive, but bruh, in the 1960s, that's just the 1960s. Hell, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, that's just called discipline.
They were getting disciplined though for no reason though. You know, well,
no
was.
I don't know reason. You were talking back to me. Michael talked back.
Look me in my eyes while you're doing this. Look at me in the eyes.
Hold on. You're not supposed to talk back to your parent, bro. Response. You're not supposed to talk back to your parent. True?
Mm-hmm.
So if a child does that and he doubles down on it, you're liable to get whipped with a belt.
For no reason.
Holy frick. I'm talking to a guy. You one of these niggas capping for the movie.
Get your word shit right.
You one of them niggas out there.
Do or die, man.
What am I?
Nah, bro. Nah.
I don't even know what to say.
Nah. The difference is between
what just happened?
The difference between that, bro, is that Joe Jackson looked at his family as a money maker. He looked at them as like a cash grab where I can make money off these kids. Not I'm trying to change my kids' life. I'm going to make money off of them and keep making money off of them. He was not in this movie. He was not a type of man that he was trying to be there for his fucking family. He was trying to.
He was there for his family.
Man, he wasn't. Man,
did he not? He worked in a steel mill and took care of.
Did we see that?
Yes.
Did we see that in that movie?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
He was coming home from work and he said,
let's talk about the movie.
In the movie, he was coming home from work from the steel mill and he verbally said, I'm not trying to work and kill myself in the steel mill for the rest of my life and y'all not trying to live this poor. Do you want to live poor for the rest of your life? They all said no. He said, neither do I. So let's make some money. Y'all kids got talent. I'm going to take you there. What's wrong with that? That man took care of 8 kids and a wife, had them in a house, had them fed, had them clothed, had them together. And he took them to the top and made them all millionaires.
And screwed up, mentally fucked up in their head at the same time.
Well, you know what? Based off what I've seen in this movie, Michael is a screwed up in the head type of mother freaker.
Why though? Because his father.
I don't know. No? Because his father?
Yes.
Oh, so whoopings with a belt make you go crazy?
Make you go crazy?
Yeah.
All right, like I said,
Bro,
the exaggerations is real.
Why-
They cut a lot of shit out this movie that we should have saw.
Tight.
They cut
Remember,
a lot of things out this
Tight.
movie we have
Keep that
saw.
shit to the movie. Keep that shit to the movie. I could have said, if I ever called my mother by her first name when I was little, I wouldn't be here right now.
I can't call my mom by her first name.
Why was Michael calling Joseph and not Dad?
Because we know
In the movie.
we know what they never said that. They never said it.
Thank you. The mental gymnastics taken on in this life is wild. Understand, guys. We're only talking about the film.
And
We're
everybody-
not talking about what we know in real life. We review the movie and we're talking about the context of the movie. Michael Jackson calling his father Joseph is crazy. You don't call me, I'm Dad. My kids can't call me by my name.
I get that. You should.
My kids can't call their mama by their name.
Mother.
He talked back to him twice and got a whooping for it. That's appropriate to me.
I disagree.
You were getting beat as a child, nigga.
I got
Your daddy beat you down.
for things that I didn't even.
Your
do.
dad hit you in the head with a hammer.
I never told you no hammer. The fuck you keep saying that?
Oh, a fist.
Stop. And you get motherfuckers to believe that dumb shit.
I mean, think about it. This is
but you
considered a hammer.
you have people believe dumb shit. That's you make
I'm
fake.
so-
You're making
bro.
fake narratives.
Bro,
that's
I'm sorry.
not real.
You got hit in the brain with a fist. I mean, hammer, fist is still a big object, right? So you come from abuse. That's real abuse. Getting hit on your butt with a belt
Hey, bro, let's go.
is not abuse. That's called discipline.
They all called him. They all called him Joseph. Nobody called him daddy, father. None of that shit.
So we seen in the film they rose to become superstars. So all of that discipline worked. They would not be stars without their father. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Joe Jackson made Michael Jackson who he is. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
And still tried to have Mike under his thumb.
sure, because you're my son.
Now I'm my own man trying to. Now since I'm in this and this is where
He's
it's
his
at.
own man living in my house, living in Joe's house. He was trying to be his own man living in his daddy's roof.
How did Joe get that house? Because of him. Nobody wanted him. Nobody gives a fuck about
No.
Joe. They give a fuck about Michael.
Joe got that house because of Joe. Joe made the Jackson 5. They were millionaires before Michael ever released an album. The Jackson 5 took them out of poverty. Joe earned that house by directing his children, teaching them how to perform, teaching them how to be professionals,
Beating the
and
shit out of them out
teaching
of
them
fear.
how to be
Out
great.
of fear.
Bro, that's crazy work. Oh, we got to objectively false. I definitely will open a phone line. I'll definitely open a phone line. If you want to call in, Christian, I'll open a phone line for you. And I'll shellac you like I'm dogging this.
You not selecting shit.
I seen the movie.
And it's bullshit on a lot of stuff. that
We're
was in
talking
that
about the
movie.
bullshit movie. All right, it's bullshit, but we got to talk. I thought this was a movie discussion.
This is a movie discussion. Let's talk about it.
Don't stop bringing in what you know about Michael to defend this movie.
This shit in this movie that they tried to have painted the narrative that Joe was a great father and he was this man and he
Maybe
was
he
not.
was.
He was not a great father.
Maybe he
Even
was.
his other kids said that shit. This is
Maybe he
bullshit.
was.
No, fuck no. This
Call in. Call the mother freaking. I'm ready. I'm on standby. Go ahead and call dollar number Chris Black. He said you could try. Watch him try to bring in real knowledge, not the film. Watch
I am
it
sticking
happen.
to the facts, bro. It's not.
No,
it's
no,
bullshit.
this is a movie. I don't know why it's so hard for you guys to not bring in reality and to defend this movie. We're talking about stuff that was in the movie.
We're talking about stuff in the movie, and we're also talking about stuff. That,
And in the movie, Joseph was a decent father. Was he a monster?
you're gonna do what I tell you to do, otherwise I'm gonna take my belt off as a grown man. Yes, that's somebody who was who
Sound
has
like
a control freak, who's a fucking nut, who's a Looney Tune.
Really?
I'm a grown man in a grown man, and he's telling me I'm gonna take my belt off and I'm doing what I need to do because I'm not following your way.
Because he saw his sons as his children. Even though they were grown of age, they were still his children. Because why? They acted as such, and they...
I don't understand why you don't get that Joseph he was possessive.
Yes.
He was fucking possessive.
Yes, over his
Completely.
children. You have the right to be possessive over your kids. I know you're not a father, you don't understand that, but yes, you are possessive over your children. You only think about them, protect them, worry
He
about
wasn't
them.
protecting them. He was controlling. He
He didn't protect Michael?
He was controlling his investment.
Oh,
He was controlling his investment.
Got it.
Hey, make sure you keep this one right here. Hey, this one gotta be like that. He was controlling his investment, bro.
Got
If
it.
Michael left, if anything happened to Michael, he knew the train was about to stop.
805-351-2001. I'm Chris.
I mean,
Come
you
to
can
wreck your
try.
shit.
Yeah, Jody be on bullshit,
I mean,
bro, and he's trying to put the narrative
could
and all that
try,
shit, bro. Yeah.
but the mental gymnastics is happening on this live is crazy.
All right,
Like
I'm
I'm
here.
sitting over it.
I feel you, Chris.
Watch it.
I'm sitting here trying to listen trying to play rivals, and I just can't take it.
Don't
bro.
let him. Don't let him pull you to his crazy side.
Yeah,
Chris.
give him some advice before we
Don't
start.
Oh
Put it
no!
on the crazy side,
No,
Chris.
look!
Stick to your
I'll start
shit.
off with this. I'll start off with this. My grade for this movie was a solid A. That's just unbiased.
Oh, yours is
Solid
higher
A.
than mine.
And here's the reason why. Like, that movie should be a lot worse than what it is.
I agree.
Due to what they went through to put that movie out, it should be a lot worse. And the fact that they were able to pull that, like, for what happened during the movie was supposed to come out in 2025, but it got stalled out because of legal reasons. Like, they put some
a lot
stuff
of
in
people
there.
wanted to hide that shit out. They wanted to keep their name.
Well, no. So, like, in '93, Michael signed a binding contract with
I'm
one
not
of the
here to talk
individuals.
about none of that shit.
No,
I'm here to push your shit in.
Listen to what I'm about to say.
Oh,
Listen, I know you trying to, but listen to what I'm trying to say.
All right.
I'm circling back around. So, because of something that legally they could not put into the film, they had to scrap the entire film.
No.
And then start.
That's a lie.
No,
They only
yes,
did the ending.
no,
It
that's
was only the ending.
it was the ending, but Jody, if you take out if you made narratively all the stuff in the film and tie it to the ending, you're gonna have to redo other stuff that happened in the middle in order for it to cohesively make sense.
Sure.
Otherwise, we're gonna be like, wait, how did we get here? Because you just fixed the ending. This don't match the ending.
We were like,
So
how did
they-
we get here? We're complaining about the editing. The editing is
No,
bad.
but it makes sense why we got to why we're at this point because it. Well, I can't say why because that'll be spoilers.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is that for where they stopped at, I will say, granted, where they stopped at, I mean, it was a good start where they stopped at. However, number one, to deal with the Joseph stuff, like. You can clearly tell in the movie Joseph was abusive. Now, granted, what we saw in the movie, we saw him whoop him with the belt. Yes, we did see that. But with everything else in the movie, they implied that other things happened that we did not see.
How?
Did we need to see? Number one, the way Michael was gripping the door handle.
That's why it's trash. What's wrong
No.
with you? My God. Keep talking. You're doing my job for me.
No, I'm not doing your job for you because I'm about to make a point. Any person that has been abused understands trauma responses, and that was a trauma response from somebody that was abused.
Facts.
Where'd you see?
If you're getting approached,
Where did you
if
see
you're
the
getting
abuse?
approached, Jody, if somebody comes to you and tell you they were abused, and then you don't, and you never saw the abuse, but when their abuser comes into the room and you see them clench their fist or grab a table and start grabbing it and clutch it really hard, You don't need to physically see them be abused in order to know they were abused.
Yes, you do. We call them facts.
No, you
can't just say
Jody,
I'm an
if you-
abuse victim. You can go to jail for that. What are we doing?
Jody,
you need evidence.
Jody, if you're prosecuting somebody, yes, but if you're an outcry witness, and this is legal. If you are an outcry witness and that person tells you they are abused and they were abused, and you can even see them, there are certain trauma responses a person has just as an abuse victim. And that was a trauma response from, and that was a trauma response from somebody that was an abuse victim. That's like saying, well, and what's crazy is like a lot of the issues that a lot of people have is the same. It's kind of weird that you're saying this, because a lot of the same issues that you have with this movie, this kind of circles back around to the whole Jean Grey situation. Like it kind of is, we kind of going full circle here, which is kind of crazy. But that aside, like, there were certain things they didn't show because, number one, it was implied. Number two, they don't have time to show you some certain things. This movie
Your number one is not accepted. It's invalid. So if you're gonna move on, I'm gonna have to destroy you, and then we move on. Are you done with making your point of abuse?
I can make my point of abuse and keep going and keep battling with my first point.
But we have to go step by step. You said,
yeah, we go step by step. Absolutely.
You're doing exactly what the mid-writer wants you to do. You have fallen hook, line, and sinker. Oh, I'm not going to show the abuse. I'm not going to show the monstrosities that Joe did with showing him actually. Let me give you an example. Get in that room, boy. No, Joseph, get in that room. Shuts the door. All you hear is, Catherine comes to the door. All you hear is, no, I told you, car. Music is playing. She's like, crying down her face. All you hear is, Joseph opens the door, out of breath. That boy gonna learn, Cat. That boy gonna learn. I have to do this. He walks away. Catherine follows into the room to see Michael. He's on the bed, face down, bleeding down the back of his legs. Him crying, his mother having to get the alcohol, the badge. You could have shown that and instantly got the audience to buy into his monstrosity, but you didn't. But this motherfucker and you are gonna settle for 10 years in the future as he's an old man clenching a doorknob and saying that that's facts of abuse. Get the hell out of here. That's facts of him being a weak-minded sissy Karen. I could show you a woman, multiple videos of women. What are you doing here? And the man says, get out my face, lady. And the woman, oh my God, call the police! On the floor, overreacting, screaming help. And that nigga go to jail over that shit. It's not that Joe was abusive in the movie. Based off what we saw, Michael's a bitch because his brothers weren't abused. His brothers didn't act like that. His brothers were perfectly fine. Every time Joe talked to the brothers, they wasn't scared. But they all.
Okay,
but
Jody, how do you?
You want to imply? You want to imply that they all got whooped though, or just Michael? Do you think that it's cool to say that only Michael got whooped and not the rest of the brothers?
Oh, okay, so back to what you said. So I'm gonna answer that question. I'm gonna go back to what you said. You just said that we didn't see Michael brothers get abused, get whooped, right?
That's right.
How do you know that didn't happen?
Because it didn't happen. We didn't see it.
How do you know it didn't happen?
Because we didn't see it.
Okay, just because you didn't. Okay, let's go back to that. Just because you didn't see it, does that mean it's not? Does that mean that it didn't happen?
When you're watching a movie, yes. If you want the audience to know, yes.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. If you want to establish that you're making a story about a girl who gets raped, and you never show or talk about the rape, the hell movie am I watching?
They were scared, Jody. They put their head down when
all of them were.
It's called respect. He lined them up and talked to them. He didn't hit none of them.
That was not respect.
All right.
That was not respect. That was fear.
I thought you
can see it on their faces that was fear.
You want to do a three-way? I can hang up on him and destroy you. They call him back. If you want a double team, we get a three-way popping.
Can't destroy me, but okay.
Nigga, you have no logic. You're already destroyed.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Chris.
So,
finish
Chris, just sitting over here saying that he was abused because he was a Karen. holding a doorknob
No,
is silly. That's
again,
weak.
That's not weak. That is what happens with abuse victims. Not every abuse victim responds the same way.
Okay,
that's
so,
like saying,
so
okay,
Karen,
well,
is Catherine an abuse victim? Because when Joe went in her face, she looked like she was scared too. So did they imply that Joe was abusing her because she looked scared too?
there was a lot of implications that we saw in the movie. Now here, look, I'll give you this.
Can you answer
if
the
you
question?
were to tell me,
Can you answer the question?
I'm going to answer your question. So yes, they also imply that he lorded his strength over Catherine.
Did he abuse
And
Catherine?
that there was, and
Did they
that, and there
imply
was
that
a
he was
level of
abusing
fear.
her? Because what you just said that
Based
Michael
off what
did with
based-
clenching the doorknob, Catherine did that by backing up and looking scared and starting to panic.
Based off what we saw, we did not see that Joe was physically abusive to her. Was he verbally abusive? Yes.
If you're going to go there and use examples of trauma, and you can't pick and choose how it's applied. You can't say Michael gripped the handle so he was abused and not say that Catherine was shaking up, shivering, so she wasn't abused. You can't do that.
I didn't know. You didn't hear what I just said. I just said that the implications of her being physically abused is not there, but the implications
I'm
of the
talking
verbal
about physical abuse.
is there.
Yes, they are there. Catherine
So
was backing up. She was shivering. She was panting, breathing hard. She looked scared. That is the signs, like you said, of an abuse victim, a physical abuse victim. The gripping the door handle and Catherine panting and being scared and looking small like that.
Yes, you are right.
So you need to take both of them. If Michael was an abuse victim for gripping a door handle, then Catherine was an abuse victim for actually shivering and quivering worse than Michael was.
If you want to throw Catherine in there, that's fine. But that makes my point even more. That makes my point even more because of the fact that it's both. Because it's implied. Like, what are we talking about here? It makes the fact that Catherine was backing down and cowering. She was we see that, so that implication for her being abuse victim is cool, and we can validate the fact that show of her cowering is a implication of her abuse versus Michael's just grabbing a door handle. That's not an implication of abuse.
Neither of them are implications of abuse. I'm rejecting both of them.
They both are. Like if you
we're just gonna disagree. We're just gonna disagree because what you're doing is letting bad writers off the hook.
No, Jody, that's why I agree with you, but you didn't let me give my nuance. I said that for physical abuse I feel like that's a stretch for physical abuse. For verbal abuse, it's absolutely there.
He never verbally abused Michael in the movie. Michael was never verbally abused in the film.
What are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
We see he literally got in the movie. If we're just gonna talk solely the movie.
Yes.
The reason why he ended up getting the surgery for his nose because he was hearing the voice of his dad talk about his nose. Why do you think when we get to the Jackson, we get to certain portions of the movie, we see that, and then he turns around and gets the nose job?
Mm-hmm. Where was the verbal abuse? I'll wait.
For who?
Where was give me an example from the movie that was verbal abuse to Michael from his father.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure we was talking about Michael and not Catherine because we were talking about both. All right. Non-spoiler, like the moment when they were in the living room. I'll just say
it was in the trailer. It was in the trailer. It's not a spoiler. So you're saying that it was verbal?
I didn't want to get specifics because again, you said
okay, I appreciate that. So you think it's verbal abuse for one time telling your son he has a big nose when he has a big nose?
Jody, are we going to talk? Yes. And again,
what is going on?
Again, that is the one time that we see. We also know that the Jackson 5, they rehearsed multiple times. So just because
You
we
have
see them
to
rehearse,
show it. You have to show
Okay.
a pattern of Joseph making him feel bad because he keeps telling him he has an ugly, bell pepper, weird-looking big nose. If you don't,
Jody,
it
if we-
only looks like a one-off situation where he just said his son has a big nose, which in fact he does.
Jody, how long is this movie?
2 hours and 7 minutes.
Okay, so if we go by the logic that you just said, the standard you just said, this movie would be a lot longer than what it already is.
15 minutes. I just gave you a scene that only takes 45 seconds, and it makes you believe that he abused Michael.
No,
I
you
described the scene.
Jody, you described two scenes. You talked about the verbal abuse and you talked about the physical. That's two scenes. And if we throw in what you said with Catherine, that's 3 scenes. So that's
4 minutes.
That's 45. That's
4 minutes.
You talking about 4 minutes? 4 minutes for each. So okay.
Not
if
for
that's
each.
4 minutes for.
Bro, go back to the scene that I described where he was beating Michael on the bed. That is a less than 2 minute scene.
Okay, so how many times you trying to show that scene? Because
You only need to show that one once. With the montage that they showed us, with that traumatic, that's a pivotal part that I would show the audience. I would put a lot of weight on that with the score, the tension. That one scene is all you would need to believe and know that he was an abusive freaking father who went over the line. And it only took 2 minutes. The big nose scene, I could give you 2 scenes where he's talking about a big nose subhazzardly, and it only would take 2 minutes. Give me 15 minutes, and I could fix a lot of the problems with Joe Jackson's character and Michael's.
Granted, now I will agree with you here. Now, I do agree with you that yes, if you wanted to make they could have made Joe Jackson more villainous. I will agree with you there. I completely agree with you there. However, what they did was enough, because in reality, at the end of the day, this movie was not about that moment. We had other stuff we had to get to, and we could not stay there in a 2 hour and 5 minutes. Granted, you can sit there and say all day long, well,
it was supposed to
we
be 3 hours, and we were going to watch it. We were expecting to watch a 3 hour movie, and we got a 2 hour movie.
The original cut of this movie was longer than 3 hours.
Okay, and we would have watched that too. The point is
not for the length of that movie. Again, let's go back. Let's talk to the.
Let's split the difference. Let's split the difference and not say 3 hours. If this movie was 2.5 hours, you could have done a lot of good. But you're like trying to defend this movie by saying these stupid subtleties that the writer was too lazy or Antoine Fuqua was too scared of to show. Let me, in matter of fact, let me show you that they were terrified. Let me show you that there's an agenda around this. If you could take a look at the stream, I want you to see this as well. This is Coleman Domingo.
Hold on, let me switch my smart TV.
Yeah, this is Coleman Domingo and Nia Long talking about Michael, talking about how they came up with the characters. A question is going to be asked, like the interviewer is going to say Joe Jackson was an abusive father, and watch this pussy. I don't have no respect for him no more. Watch him.
Now, who you talking about?
Coleman Domingo, the actor who played Joseph Jackson. He's going to say, I don't know if there was abuse. You think I'm lying? You ready to watch the clip, nigga? You want to see the actor deflect? You want to see this shit in real live action, nigga?
My TV.
He was afraid to even admit. He was afraid to even admit that Joe Jackson was abusive. He would not label him an abuser, nigga. That's a narrative that he took into that movie. It's a rule.
I'll be honest with you. That I didn't know. That I did not know.
Well, let's go. Let's hear him say it for himself.
Be the performers that they were. They wanted to be performers, and Joe really he saw what his children were, and he really made sure that.
But he pushed him hard.
Yeah, but
abusive at times.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, I don't have anything. I don't know what to say about that because I wasn't there. But all I do know.
What's up?
That's bullshit. That's a narrative like a motherfucker. That's a narrative like a motherfucker. That is bull fucking shit.
Crazy.
Rest my shit, nigga.
Nah, that's bullshit on their part.
What you mean?
That's bullshit. I don't know if it was abusive. I wasn't there. Everybody know that shit. Nah,
Crazy.
that's crazy as fuck for him to say some dumb shit like that.
Oh, that's wild. All right, listen. I
You
know
are
he said all
you're
that.
playing Joe Jackson. You talked to the Jackson family. They told you what's up. What they told you was lies, or they said, we're not going to do it. We're going to protect this shit. Don't say nothing about nothing.
Don't
this
tell the
Jackson
truth.
estate.
Don't tell the truth.
Yeah.
That's why they painted fucking old Joe ass as a fucking good man. Bullshit in this fucking movie. Because everybody knows how
Hey,
fucking
This
Joe
is
was,
in
bro.
alignment. This proves it's intentional, bro. It's not a cutout. This proves from the actor Joe himself that it is. I don't know if he was an abuser.
I wasn't
I can't
there.
say that.
I wasn't there. I wasn't
It's
holding it like.
intentional.
Yeah, it's bullshit. They want to paint Joe in a good character.
Hey, yo, listen, Jody. I didn't even know he said that. That's crazy.
Why should it go
That-
that
that-
far though? I was making sense, bro. I was making sense.
And that's why we said it doesn't make any sense.
And
why they-
I caught on to it. We caught on to it after the movie.
Yeah,
I
we
found
did,
this
yeah.
clip. I found this clip today before the stream when I was doing my research. I found this. I said, "Oh my god,
This is crazy.
makes perfect sense now."
Yeah, we were talking about that outside of it. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So Antoine
Right.
Fuqua.
Look at Chris. Chris like, fuck.
Antoine Fuqua let this shit slide.
Crazy.
Chris, hey.